This is Portside Perspectives, exploring the yacht economy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Portside Perspectives. I'm here today with Grigory. Grigory, can you please pronounce your last name for everybody, just so that I don't butcher it?
Yeah, it's the last name is Elisiv.
Elisiv, that's how you pronounce it. Okay, I wouldn't even have I would have messed that up, but thank you for clarifying. Uh, Grigory is the owner and founder of 12knots.com. That's the letter or the numbers 12 and then knots.com, 12knots.com. Real briefly, Grigory, can you just tell everybody, just in a nutshell, what 12 knots is? What is that website? What is it that you do there?
Yeah, 12 Knots is a booking platform for sailing vacations. We offer both private charters on the boats and shared charters or cabin charters on the boats when you don't have to book the whole boat. If you don't have any experience or the whole crew, you can just book a cabin or a place on board and just join the sailing vacation. And also we have crude boats, bareboats, skippered boats, all the types of sailing vacations.
Right, and it's mainly focused just around like boat vacation boat charters and stuff like that. Do you have any connections to hotels or things like that as well, or is it just mainly boats?
No. We solely concentrate on the boats.
Okay.
And on sailing vacations, we can provide some through our net some like transfers to the boats, to the marinas, but we don't organize hotels or flights, whatever. This is not part of our business.
Cool. Thank you for clarifying that. So I guess first off, I ask everybody this question. It's really how we get started on most of these interviews is, how did you even get here? How did you get into this business? What's your background? Where do you come from? And how did you even get started into 12 knots and what you're doing now?
Yeah, it was pretty while ago. So I started working in marketing in multinational companies like Johnson & Johnson, Schwarzkopf and Henkel, all these kind of companies back in 2000 something. So it was a while ago. And I've been always thinking about like doing my own business, my own way. And also been looking for doing something that is not connected to one place, but business that can be relocated to different countries or can be connected to different countries. And sailing was something like at that time really new to me. So first of all, I joined the sailing school, and I learned sailing myself. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you froze up there. You were just saying sailing was something. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So in the beginning, sailing was something completely new to me. So I didn't know much about it, but it was really interesting. And my first step was to join the sailing school and learn to sail, just to understand it better, if I like it or not. And it was in 2006 or 7, I guess. So almost 20 years ago. Yeah. So I learned sailing, and then I considered it could be an interesting business just to teach other people sailing and explain them what a great opportunity is to travel by boat. So the next step was to open a sailing school, and I've opened the sailing school in Montenegro. It's right in between the Croatia and Albania, close to Italy. So I've been running a sailing school for almost 8 years.
So are you still running that sailing school to this day,
No,
or?
we closed it after COVID because first of all, the sailing school is a good thing if you're considering like a small business, not scalable.
Yeah,
So one of the issues is it is not scalable. You should be located in one country all the time. So if you have a base in, for example, somewhere in Europe, you have to be there all the time, like 24/7.
sure. You're limited
Uh,
to the number of students you can get, the number of boats that you have, the number
right.
of instructors that you have. But yeah, you just at some point you'll hit a ceiling, and I can see how it. Yeah, it's definitely not as scalable as what you've done over here. But sorry to interrupt, but carry on. So you
Right.
started the sailing school here, um and in Montenegro, and then what? And then you moved on from
And
there, obviously after COVID.
yeah, and then like while we've been running a sailing school, it eventually evolved to boat rentals and yacht charters. Because like once the someone is completing the sailing courses, they're looking for a boat to charter to rent just to for more practice or to travel with
Mhm.
their friends. And they've been asking me for like recommendation or if we have something available. So at that time, like in 2015 or 14, we started collecting information about the available boats that can be chartered bareboat or with the crew, and offer this boat to our clients without any like online reservation, without any online database. It was just a beginning. So we just started collecting the information. We just started researching the market. But we definitely saw the potential that it was growing, and definitely saw the interest from our students in renting the boats. And yeah, so that was the next step. Then we should I move forward or
No, I'm interested to know how it kind of evolved. So you started with the sailing school. Obviously, like you said, you had people interested in renting and chartering vessels because now they've freshly learned how to sail and they
right,
want to go and do it. But you started doing this all like manually, basically. You were
right,
pretty much
yeah.
doing everything manually. I assume then the next step was that's when you shifted on to having an online platform and probably digitalizing everything, and then growing from there, and starting to gather more options and opportunities outside of just your local area. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yeah. In the beginning, it was like Excel sheets, spreadsheets with all the information, and it was available only for us. So really hard for like someone to choose the right option.
Hmm.
Because, like if you have 100 different boats, how would you choose the right one? You cannot share all the details. It's really complicated, lots of information. So then, yes, we made everything. It took us several years basically to make everything online, and it's evolving constantly, just uploading more details, adding more boats, making the information more accurate, because there are lots of, it's way much more difficult versus the like reservation on the hotel or the house, because boats are moving. They're
Hmm.
not staying on the same place.
Well, and there's more legalities that go around it too, right?
Right. Yeah.
And also,
Also,
yeah.
yeah. Also, in terms of the like renting the boat, bare boats, if you have a license or you have a certain sailing experience, you also need to know if you qualified enough to rent the boat of a certain size and type in certain locations, because different countries have different regulations and requirements. So all that is important.
Hmm.
So that was the first step, and this is our core business at the moment. So bareboat charters, food charters, skipper charters. This is the core business.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, that's kind of your backstory and how this all began, and where you got into it. So let's talk more about the website itself. So at first look, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong. That's why we're here to talk about this a little bit more. But correct me if I'm wrong. This is almost in line with like Airbnb for like renting a house, but it's more it's directed towards specifically yachts and boats and that world of and stays dedicated to only on water vessels. So, is that a correct explanation of things, or am I off on that a little bit?
It's close, but not exactly, because I would say that we are more like hotels.com or booking.com. The reason is Airbnb is mostly concentrated on privately owned locations or houses. The same happens with the boats. There are certain websites that offer privately owned boats for the clients. But this works well for short-term charters, like, or if you're looking for a boat for the next weekend or a couple of hours or a day charter. But we work mostly with professional fleet operators. That means like the boats that you see on our website are provided not by the private owners, but the professional charter companies.
Right. Okay.
What that means, it's a little bit more secure versus the private owner, because usually the private owner, they have one boat available for the charter. And if something happens, they have nothing to offer.
Mm-hmm.
So also these boats, privately owned boat, they either very small, so like day sailors without any cabins, or if it's a bigger boat, it should be rented with the owner or professional skipper on board. So it's not available for a bareboat charter. So, and they usually don't have much to offer in terms of any technical support on site. Versus the professional fleet that we have on our website is usually once you arrive to the base, first of all, there are several boats on the base. There is a base manager who is responsible for the technical support, for the check-in, check-out procedures, and who can help you during the charter if something happens, like if you need any help. So
right.
That's the main difference.
So speaking of the bases, you're referring to the different locations that you operate out of, correct?
Right. Yeah.
And how many? I know there's a lot, but how many are you operating on? What are how many different locations around the world have you guys set up now?
I can tell you, like, in terms of the region. So we have boats in Caribbean, in Southeast Asia, Mediterranean, Oceania, French Polynesia. So all different locations, and you can see on our website, like, there are multiple different countries, multiple different bases. Around 22,000 boats available for the charter.
That was going to be my next question. How many boats? You know that number, obviously, but it's a lot. You're very spread out. You have a lot to offer to people when they come on the website, and it's very well laid out. I can even share my screen here real briefly. Let's just pull that up here so people can actually see what your website looks like, and just make sure. Let me know that you can see this is your website, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Yes. So as you can see, just when I go over here to bases, there's there's a lot. Um, you're probably going to be able to find somewhere that you're hoping to sail. Different destinations, like you said, countries, and you guys are very well spread out. The website is well laid out here, in that you can see all these different trips down below here with price and everything like that. And I've tried to explore this website a little bit more, but there's a lot. There's a lot to go through on this website. It's fairly massive, and I think the way of rental or charter of a vessel within this website for sure. And can I see? There it is. Okay, so you have at the top, you have boat rentals, cruises, itinerary ideas. Is there anything you want to discuss a little bit further while I've got the website pulled up here?
Yeah, sure. So if it's like, if you don't have any, if you're searching for like a new destination, or would like to get a better idea where you can sail, what you can do on the boat, I would suggest just to start with the itinerary ideas.
Up at the top here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is, yeah. So here you have, you can click like all itineraries just to see all available itineraries.
Right there. Okay.
And what you can see, you can find actually like all different kind of routes for different countries and different destinations. With the description by day. So if you click somewhere, for example, Brazil, or yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Neat. So
yeah, and you click on the itinerary, you can see like all the itineraries are based mostly for on a 7 days charter or 10 days charter, which is the most common duration.
okay,
of the
and it has a little breakdown of each little location and numbered part on the map there. That's cool.
Yeah, you have like the information in terms of the distance between the two bases, the average number of hours that is required to sail from one location to another.
Right.
Short description. Pretty soon, for the sailors, it would be available. Like if you click on the map, you can see that it's yeah, you can see description. You can play with the map.
And basically, you can even click on these locations on the map too. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I have not gotten this far into your website, but that's neat that you've got it laid out like that. So when you set this up, is it the charter companies that you work alongside that kind of supply all this information and photos and all the data to you? Is this something you're doing internally? It's kind of, is a collaboration between you and the charter companies? How's that work?
I would say it's just based on the experience. Most of the locations I've sailed myself. Some of the information is provided by the charter companies. We also, in the process of launching new itinerary ideas with one of our partners. So sailors will be able to see more details, more information on the maps, like alternative anchorages, alternative marinas. And it should be available pretty soon, like within the next month, and we'll give more information, more ideas in terms of the planning sailing vacation.
Right, and so I've just clicked on boat rentals here, so we've gone into like the yacht charter, and I specifically picked on Greece here, and then now you can go down and look at specific vessels that you could choose to charter.
Right.
Gives you a price. Everything is laid out fairly clear on here. Is there anything else that I should click on here to kind of expand on this a little bit more? It seems pretty straightforward and self-explanatory, but
yeah, sure. So first of all, I mean, if you open the page, you can see on the top the most popular boats among the like website visitors. If you scroll a little bit down, you can find more information regarding the different locations, different like the weather in this country, temperature, the sailing itineraries as well. You can click on the boat and see all the details for certain boats.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying right here. Like it breaks down everything here.
Yeah, like a technical specification, equipment of the boats. You can select the date, see if the boat is available. But if you're searching for some particular destination, I would recommend just to search with a certain dates for a certain boat. So I mean, for the list of the boats available.
Right, and then break it down from there. Yeah, but that's completely doable within there as well. And then what the cruises is something that is separate from.
Exactly. Yeah, cruises like it's. I would say it's more like a shared charters or cabin charters.
Okay.
So it's not like the ordinary cruise ship. It's more like sailing boats and sailing catamarans, where you can book a cabin or small ship cruises. So most of the offers here you may find on the boats that can accommodate from, I would say, 8 to 30 guests on
So
board.
this could be more if someone's just looking to, I just want to go for a ride on a 1, 2, 3, 4 day, a week long cruise, whatever, a day. But
Right.
I don't want to. I don't want to rent the whole boat. I'm happy to share the space with other people. Yeah, and then I get what you're saying, and that's why you have cruises here. But you obviously have certain things in here that overlap with your boat rentals as well. Is that right?
It's not overlapping.
Oh.
It's basically like what overlaps is the other locations.
Oh,
So,
okay. I see what you're saying.
like
Right.
Croatia or Greece, you can find shared charters in Greece, and you can find private charters in private boat charters in Greece as well. Like if you'd like to book the whole boat. So yeah, but these are different offers for different people. What I suggest, like if it's first time, first try, you can do the shared charter and just see if you like it or not.
Right.
And then just if you like it and if you have enough friends or would like to charter the whole boat by yourself, then you can proceed with the boat rentals.
Right. I keep looking at this sailing journal up at the top. Is this something that allows people that have chartered or booked through your company and through this website to actually post their experiences on here? Is that what this is?
Sailing journal is more like useful information for
Oh, okay.
traveling. So what we do, we're trying to, like, there are lots of news from different parts of the world regarding different requirements for bareboat charters or some interesting events like the one you see here in Croatia. Like there is a list of different music festivals in Croatia, which you can attend by like rented boats and combine sailing vacation and musical event.
I see you even have the yacht charter insurance thing here. Like you said, it's mainly this is about useful information for people to go get relevant information on either a location they're going to or like even the insurance thing here, that sort of stuff.
Exactly. If there are any changes in like legislation, like recently happened in British Virgin Islands and US Virgin Islands, we also post it here as well, just to give like all the updates and share the information that we collect from different sources, from different partners with our customers.
Right. And so if I move across the top of your list, your boat, that I only assume is that's for new people, new charter companies to come on and professional to come on to actually list within this website. So if anybody's listening to this that has a professional charter company, you can reach out within just this website on that little link right there, right?
Exactly, right.
Okay. Cool. Well, it is a beautiful, well done website. You have a lot of things in there I didn't even realize until we kind of went through it there with you, and I'm actually even more impressed with it now. So, I mean, how quickly did this grow for you to the point of obviously you have businesses that you're partnered with across the globe, and over 2,000 or 2,200 vessels, I think is what you said. How long did it take to get to that status and to develop this website to what it is now?
It's a constant process of development. It's not like you launch it once and you enjoy it for like the rest.
Yeah, it's obviously always changing because you're getting you're getting new locations, you're getting new vessels, you're getting new charter companies. You're also probably losing a couple too. I imagine that happens as well. I can see how this is constantly updating and growing, and it's going to be a labor of love, I'm sure, for years and years to come. But from when you started it, like when you first launched this website, roughly how long has it been online now? When did you actually launch this website? Was it
like if we start from this, like from the very beginning, from 2009. So basically, it's more than 15 years now. But at that moment, we had only like a sailing school, and the website was dedicated solely for the sailing school. If we're talking about like the website, which is closer to the current version, with sailing vacation, boat rentals, like the closest version was launched in 2017, 2018. And since then, lots of changes because the technology is changing, the information that we can share with our customers is growing, and the fleet is growing, more details, more options. We are partnering with insurance companies, with companies that do provisioning to the boats, like you can order some groceries to the boat beforehand. You don't have to go by yourself. Partnering with companies that organize transfers to the boats from the airport to the base.
Right. So
it's
likely going to grow even more. It's going to change the way
right.
it's probably going to change even more yet.
It's evolving like all the time. Every year we're launching some new updates. One of the really useful and important thing that we haven't covered yet is like personal account. Each customer has their personal account with where they can check all the details regarding their reservation, so they don't have to search their emails or correspondence. It's all in one place. They have their sailing resume there. You can print this sailing resume anytime. You can update this sailing resume. This is really important for the bareboat charters. Also, they can track and see all the reservations they made with us. They have special loyalty program they can check, and so on and so forth. So there is also part that you don't see, which is available for the customers as well.
Right. Okay. So speaking of that, what would you say are there some big changes that you know are coming in the near future that just they're not there yet, but will be added to the website or to the system here that people could look forward to?
Reservations of the marinas in Europe. We have a partner providing these details, and right now we are making some updates on our website. So you will you'll be able to see more options. Like if you open the sailing itinerary right now, you can see like first day stop, second day stop, but no alternatives, anchorages, or no alternative marinas in that area. With the new update, you'll be able to see all these details, and you'll be able to look through our partner as well, the marinas or anchorages in advance, so you don't have to look for it on site upon arrival.
Right.
What else? We're extending the offers, growing the offers for the cabin charters and shared charters. So there'll be more offers available. Right now there is more than 100 shared charters available on the website, but this number will increase significantly in the near future. So this would be like an entry point for first-time sailors to try sailing vacation on the boats. So these are like two major updates that coming in the near future.
Cool. Okay, so obviously this has grown to what it is now compared to what you started with in the mid 2000s. How did you go about letting people know about this? How did you go about marketing it and getting the word out there, both one to get charter companies and boats? Because if you don't have that, there's nothing to offer your clients and customers. And then on top of that, how did you get people to know about you and come in and actually start booking cruises and charters and that sort of thing?
So in terms of the companies, as I mentioned, we started working as a sailing school, and we've been collecting our database, and we've been in touch with multiple different charter companies at that time. So it just evolved over the time, and the database just expands. Also, there are like some professional conferences during the year, or boat shows where you can meet in person with different charter companies or representatives of the companies, and yeah, this the way it just builds up.
Right. Is that somewhere where you do attend a lot of those boat shows with a booth or something that actually draws customers in then as well, so they can see what you guys do at those shows, or is that not really something you focus on?
This is not really something we focus on, because most of the reservations these times done online. So for us, it's like the online presence is more important versus like having a booth on a boat show, because we don't have our own fleet. We provide the fleet from the charter companies. So boat shows usually, like, they concentrate on the new models, on the new boats available. So there you can just see the layout of the boat, how it looks like, if it's going to fit you in terms of the size. And boat shows mostly concentrate on selling boats, not just renting boats.
Right.
So for us, the online presence is the key to gain new customers. Social media like Facebook, Instagram, podcast.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is, yeah. These are the media where we try to be present and try to be visible for our potential customers.
Right. Do you utilize any like paid advertising? So if someone goes to search for a charter, you would come up on like Google Ads or anything, and do you utilize that sort of stuff, or are you
Sure.
it mostly organic?
Yeah, sure. Both organic and paid search.
Okay.
It's all combination of different things. So you cannot rely on just paid search or just on the organic search. Yes, you have to combine, and it's we can go in more details, but it's I would say it's gonna take a
No,
little
I just want just a
longer.
general idea. Like I know, I think you said at the very beginning of this in your origin story that you used to be in marketing with other like corporate entities, right?
Right, right.
And so I imagine you've learned a lot from back then, and apply those sorts of things to this business and getting its name. Obviously, it's grown fairly significantly over the course of you starting this to where it is now, and congratulations on it. You've done a really, really good job, and hopefully it keeps growing and getting bigger for you, and you can offer your customers more and more options, and you're obviously helping these charter companies too, right? You're they make their money, and I just assume you take a percentage of it just from the booking through
Right,
the
yeah.
website, and um, you're kind of helping everybody in to find what they want in one centralized place, and it's pretty cool. And you got the website laid out really nice. I think it's nice and simple, and it's easy for people to find what they want, what they're looking for. It's not like there's a million bells and whistles and drawing people in several different directions. It's very focused and to the point, and I love that about the website. And um, while we're on it, is there some place you want people to go outside of 12knots.com? Any social channels? Do you have a YouTube channel or any social channels where people can find you?
We have Facebook, Instagram page. We have we just recently launched YouTube channel, but it's more like short videos. They're just because shorts are getting really popular right now. So yeah, we'll be trying to do more video content in the future. This is one of the directions that we should be that we should improve our presence in. like maybe some videos from the boat charters, from the actual locations with the fleet operators, because we have really nice partners in St. Vincent, in Martinique, in British Virgin Islands, in Grenada, in Thailand, in French Polynesia, in Croatia, Greece, so many different locations, so many different companies, so much to show to the customers for them.
Yeah, that's got to be intense trying to deal with all that the diversity within locations and vessels and different areas within those locations. Like it must be a little bit overwhelming sometimes when you're having to deal with all of that data and the marketing aspect of photos, videos,
Right.
all the information that comes for all those different locations, all those different vessels. Like it's got to be tough. Like it's got to be a little bit overwhelming sometimes in having to deal with all of that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
We're trying to collect as much information and to share as much information as possible with our customers and make it like in a simple way, because planning a sailing vacation involves a lot in terms of the weather forecast, in terms of the planning the itinerary, in terms of the planning of the provisioning of the boat. Many things. So it's a little bit more complicated than reservation, booking a hotel, but
Right.
we're trying to make it as simple as possible and as close to booking a hotel as possible.
And that's what I said, the way the website's laid out, when you do pull up a certain location and then you can find your vessel, all the information is on pretty much one page, more or less. I mean, it is more or less all on one page, so someone can just get it's all right there to kind of view. And as you start adding these other things that you're talking about adding into the website, it'll get probably more useful to people as well. And yeah, so I mean, outside of that, just sheer amount of data you have to deal with and all of that, are there other challenges that this business faces in the way of just how you're going about well, I get anything. You tell me. I mean, it's you're the one who knows where you face your challenges and any roadblocks and things like that.
There are some challenges, but I I really don't want to mention these challengers because
Okay, that's fair. If it's internal things and stuff, you'd rather keep to yourself. That's fine. I'm just,
yeah.
we talk about business and how the business operates, and I'm really impressed with what you're doing. It's just interesting to know,
One of the challenges that I may mention, like in terms of the technology, it's evolving so quickly in the most recent like years, like with AI, with all the updates on the Google. So this is one of the challenges we're facing because you have to keep up with the technology and you have to do all the updates, and it really like time and money and resources consuming. So it is like the whole industry is changing, and this is, I would say, one of the key challengers in our times.
It's something I hear from people a lot when I do ask that question. Is that comes up a lot? Just trying to keep up with the way technology is moving on so many different levels. Whether that's physical technologies that are improving on the vessels themselves, different technologies that are coming out for people to install on boats or learn how to use on a vessel. Whatever that means, or whether it's online and digital technologies like AI, like you mentioned, and um, we talk about it a lot. It's tough to stay up on top of these things because they change so rapidly. And
Right.
well, as soon as you got one aspect of it figured out, it all completely changes. You're already left behind a little bit. So it's not something that uh, I haven't heard. I hear it quite frequently when I talk to different people within this podcast. It is something that comes up quite a bit. So I'm not surprised to hear you say that. Um, you obviously are a sailor and you've done some traveling, and I assume you utilize the connections you have through your website to travel around. Just to end this off on a bit of a fun note here, is there It's a bit of a two-part. I kind of ask everybody. One, is there a favorite location or destination or a place that you've sailed to that you feel is something that sticks out in your mind as either a favorite or it holds a certain place in your memory because of just what it is? And then the second part of it, is there a favorite or notable vessel that you've been on that really stands out in your mind or holds a place in your heart or in your memory that because of whatever reason, if it was just this massive yacht that was just mind blowing and it was really just super impressive to you and it stuck out in your mind, or maybe it's a boat you grew up with and it was a tiny little dinghy and it was just owned by a
Right.
family. And that I'll let you answer that however you will.
Yeah, in terms of the destination, sailing destination, it's really hard to pick one because they're all different, and they all the destinations have something special to offer. But what I can suggest, if it's like a first sailing vacation, depends on like what you're looking for. For the summertime, like from June to end end of September, I would say my preference would be Croatia.
I was gonna say I'll bet you his preference is Croatia. I had a feeling about it.
Yeah, the reason, yeah, I've sailed there a while. We also did some sailing races there for our customers. So I know the country pretty well. And the reason why I picked Croatia like on the first place is because like there is a huge number of boats you can pick from. There are different, like the whole coast has a number of different bases from where you can start. The most popular one, I would say, Split area and Dubrovnik. But there are a number of other locations that you should not skip when you're looking or considering your charter.
Sure. And we don't need to get too deep into that, but what about the boat or a vessel you've been on or something that even just holds a place in your mind or heart or whatever?
Yeah, the boat, it depends what you're looking for. If like right now, catamarans are gaining popularity, and that's there is a fair reason why, because it's comfortable. You can have two different separated hulls, like for one family and the other hull for another family. So it's pretty convenient. If like I would have, if I have a chance to pick up the boat, if you're looking for performance, that would be like an access catamarans. They're really nice, though not very popular among charterers because they are more performance oriented. But this would be like my preference. Also, if you consider chartering like with a family and friends and just relaxing, Bali or lagoon catamarans could be a good option. Leopard, yeah. So basically, cruising catamarans are all pretty much the same, just the difference in terms of the layout. Mm-hmm. And for the sailing boats, I would say like Dufour brand would be my preference in terms of the quality and the layout of the boats. Yeah, so
okay, that's fair. You don't need to go too deep into it. It's more just fun to get everybody's ideas on everybody says pretty much everybody says the same thing. There's so much to choose from. There's whether it's a location or
right.
right. I mean,
it all depends it all depends what you're looking for.
Yeah. Like, it's tough. It's a tough question. That's why I ask it. It seems to
yeah, if you're chartering a boat for a sailing vacation with family, this is one thing. Sailing vacation with friends, that's another thing. Sailing vacation, like a sailing for a sailing race, that's a third thing. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you just need to pick up the right option for like depends on the objectives.
Right. Grigory, it's been awesome talking with you. Thanks for taking some time out of your day to come speak with me and share with everybody about 12 knots. For everybody who's interested to go check it out, it's really easy to find. The number 12 knots is knots.com. There's a lot to go look for and find on there. So I suggest everybody go and just check it out and see what's available. Again, Grigory, it's been awesome having you. Thanks again for spending some time with me today. Hopefully we can connect again in the future and maybe see what's developed with the website and some of the changes you plan to make here in the future as it gets updated and you take on more and more.
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks for sailing with us. This has been Portside Perspectives.